Vechain will be a top 10 crypto in the future. It's 2021 and as you'll most likely already know, the crypto bull run is in full force. All across the space we're seeing absolutely insane gains in Bitcoin and altcoins alike, with many tokens seeing huge multiples in price and all-time high after all-time high being set by most coins. The influx of capital into the space from retail and institutional investors alike has pushed the crypto price to an all-time high cap of close to $1.8 trillion, before a recent but necessary correction in order to preserve the price action before parabola sets in. It's likely the euphoric run-up in price will happen later this year on the bull run, when FOMO really starts to kick in. This will likely happen sometime around summertime this year, as the bull run is predicted to end at around the end of September for Bitcoin and around Halloween time this year for altcoins. This is according to the golden bull cycle ratio, which has been respected in all bull cycles that we have experienced so far in the space, and there's no reason to suggest this won't continue. Whilst many believe this time will be different due to institutional investment, it's likely a bear market will still be triggered when we reach peak euphoria. So where can we still get huge gains in the space before the bull run is over? In this video we'll discuss why Vechain will most likely be a top 10 cryptocurrency in the future due to its incredible adoption and utility. Make sure to watch the video till the end for all the essential information. This is not financial advice and is for entertainment purposes only. We always stress that you do your own due diligence. Please like and subscribe. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. Vechain is a protocol that we're extremely bullish on this channel. There are two things that we believe in more than anything when it comes to thinking about which cryptocurrencies have the most potential in the future, and these factors are use case and adoption. If a project has both of these essential pillars, it's extremely likely that it will be a success in the future, and if the use case is very specific and a first mover, the potential will most likely even higher. Use case refers to the utility of the token, what its blockchain is specifically designed for and what it can offer. This is very important because more often than not, if a token does not have a specific use case, it will most likely be passed over in the long term for projects that offer a much more tailored or specific purpose. Adoption is quite simply the amount of use that the token is receiving, and therefore the amount of money that is in the project as a result. More often than not, the total market cap of a project will show the amount of adoption that it receives, as the tokens will need to be purchased and held in order for their use case to be accessed by investors. The more money is locked into the crypto, the higher the market cap will be, and the more valuable the project. This is the main reason that the price of cryptos will increase in the long term, combined with some speculation from investors. In these instances, Vechain is a very substantial start in its life cycle. Vechain is a protocol that is focused on supply chain management, which is an industry that is developing rapidly. The supply chain industry is currently valued at somewhere in the region of $50 trillion, which is a massive amount of potential capital that could flow into Vechain if it gets stellar adoption in the future. Vechain is useful for supply chain management because it provides a host of benefits for tracking the supply chain immutably on the blockchain using the token and its technology. Vechain does this through the use of RFID tag technology, which tracks and measures a variety of factors and stores them on the blockchain. This information can then be used to help and mature the technology surrounding the supply chain and help it bring it into a new technological age. These new, robust and useful solutions will help with a great deal of inefficiency that supply chains commonly have in the current market, and could potentially save companies billions of dollars in lost or stolen goods, mismanagement of goods being sent to the wrong location, or storage of goods not being optimized to the point where the goods become spoiled or wasted in transitions. Namely, supply chain deals with any kind of goods that are being moved from one place or another for business purposes. This could be almost any resource imaginable, including tools, machinery, food, raw materials, consumer goods, or any other variety of products. The example of food is good when considering a product that could potentially spoil in transition, and through the use of Vechain, the temperature that food will be stored in could actually be tracked and stored on the blockchain, which will allow then the users to fix the issue or figure out what's going wrong. These sorts of problems that arise for businesses are a clear use case for Vechain, and the adoption is also a massive factor. Adoption for Vechain has been growing and growing in recent years. As we previously mentioned, adoption is potentially one of the most important factors for success of a cryptocurrency, as without adoption for its actual use case there is almost no chance for a project to be successful. While it's possible for investors to make money through speculation of potential utility in the future, this is not a wise strategy, as without strong fundamentals a project can quickly turn to the downside. Vechain is a project that is not suffering from this issue however, as it's already been adopted for its specific use case by a large number of world-leading companies. This sort of credibility and adoption is essential for the network effect of Vechain, and as it continues to develop its technology and network, the amount of adoption for its utility will likely increase. Companies such as BMW, Walmart China, and H&M are all currently using Vechain for its supply chain management technology, and the size of these sorts of adoptions cannot be understated. These are massive companies in the world, and if they find good success with the use for a cryptocurrency, it's very likely that other large companies will start to adopt the crypto as well. Once a cryptocurrency starts mixing in these sorts of circles for the right reasons, it seems inevitable that adoption will increase at an exponential rate. One of the main issues in the world currently with goods is dealing with authenticity. It's commonly known in the crypto space that there are many people who have less than honourable intentions, and because of this we have a quick reminder to you all. There are many scammers on YouTube currently, and we advise you never to send cryptocurrency to anyone you don't know personally and trust. Cryptocurrency is almost impossible to get back once you've sent it, so don't fall victim to the many scammers that are currently plaguing the YouTube space, mainly in the comments section of potentially our videos or many others. We're currently vetting all our comments manually, but as the channel grows this may not always be feasible, so we're asking you to be careful. The last thing you want is for new people to get into the space and have a horrible experience because of a scam. We'll never ask you to send crypto to us, and make sure to check the profile of people who are offering you these sorts of things, as it's likely that they'll have fake looking profiles. We really want everyone to be safe and happy in the crypto space and do well. But unfortunately, these kinds of people are not just limited to the YouTube comment section, as counterfeit goods is a massive business in the world, and it seems likely that this will continue into the future. Technology like Vechain will certainly help with these sorts of issues because it allows for the more trust in supply chains, with goods less likely to be tampered with or faked. According to Forbes, in 2018 counterfeiting was the largest criminal enterprise in the world. Sales of counterfeiting and pirated goods totaled $1.7 trillion per year, which is more than drugs and trafficking combined. It is expected to grow to $2.8 trillion and cost 5.4 million jobs in 2022. We're all well aware that these practices are going on all the time, and it is probably likely that you've seen or encountered goods that you could tell were fakes or not the real thing. This industry is a massive business in less regulated countries and ultimately harms and hinders the genuine businesses in the world. Aside from counterfeiting, there is also a great deal of issues with goods being stolen in transition, for example. Piracy is still an issue with shipping, especially overseas, where containers can be intercepted and their contents stolen and sold on. All these kinds of issues could be combated with the use of a project like Vechain, as it allows for the tracking of goods and services effectively. If the exact location of supplies are known at all times via the blockchain, these sorts of issues that occur can be dealt with in the supply chain and potentially save millions or billions of dollars for companies using Vechain. If you combine all this potential with their recent addition of a smart contract layer, allowing for all manner of dApps to be created and use the information stored on the Vechain blockchain, it's obvious that Vechain could be an absolutely massive project in the future. It seems very likely that based on fundamentals it could reach at least $1 in this bull run. The adoption and potential for this project is one of the greatest in the whole of the crypto space, and with clear utility it's a project that has massive potential in the future. Smart investors look for opportunities that have great adoption and use case because it gives the most chance for success in the future. Vechain's current market cap is around $2 billion, and a 50x move would see one Vechain well over $1, which would give Vechain a respectable $100 billion market cap. Considering the massive growth expected in the space this year, this would likely put Vechain within the top 10 cryptocurrencies, with Bitcoin expected to hit $2 to $3 trillion in market cap, with Ethereum at least $1 to $1.5 trillion. Beyond that, Vechain could grow substantially larger in the future if its use case is fulfilled to its full potential. The market is massive for use case in the supply chain industry, and this is something that Vechain could capitalize on. For Vechain to reach $5, it would need a $500 billion market cap, which seems very likely if Vechain is going to become a top 10 cryptocurrency, and all of the top cryptos grow substantially. Bitcoin could be anywhere between $2 to $5 trillion alone in this bull run, and with Ethereum most likely well over $1 trillion, a Vechain of around $1 to $500 billion did not seem unlikely in this case. So what do you think of Vechain? Does it have the potential to hit the heights that so many believe it can? Drop a comment down below and share your price target for Vechain along with the reason behind it. We're always interested to know what you think. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, you can sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, where you can get access to our private Discord. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.